2026 might be the scariest year in gaming history. We're not just talking about cheap jump scares. We're talking about cosmic horror, psychological breakdowns, grotesque body horror, ritualistic nightmares, and next-gen visuals that make everything feel disturbingly real. Resident Evil is back. Lovecraftian horror is everywhere, and some of these games look too disturbing to play alone. So today, we're breaking down 22 upcoming horror games of 2026 that you absolutely need on your radar. Turn the lights off, and let's begin. ILL might be one of the most disturbing horror games coming in 2026. This isn't your typical survival horror. It leans heavily into hyper-realistic body horror, grotesque enemy design, and unsettling physics-based combat. The monsters don't just attack you, they react. They stumble, scream, mutate, and collapse in ways that feel disturbingly real. What makes ILL stand out is its commitment to immersion. The environments look gritty and claustrophobic, filled with abandoned structures, flickering lights, and unsettling silence that breaks into chaos without warning. Weapons feel heavy. Reloading looks desperate. Every encounter seems like a struggle rather than a power fantasy. And that's the key. ILL doesn't want you to feel strong. It wants you to feel uncomfortable. If it delivers on its promise of next-gen realism mixed with psychological dread, ILL could easily become one of the most talked-about horror games of the year. This one is not for the faint of heart. The title alone suggests tension. Knocking implies anticipation, waiting for something to happen. OD Knock appears to focus heavily on psychological terror. It may rely on unpredictable events, sudden disturbances, and eerie audio design to build dread. If it leans into minimalist storytelling and unpredictable horror mechanics, this could be one of those games where every small sound makes you nervous. Sometimes what's behind the door is scarier than what's in front of you. This title suggests experimentation or secret operations. The Twilight Project may lean into sci-fi horror or psychological experimentation themes. If it combines mystery with survival elements, it could surprise many players. Fog is one of horror's strongest tools. Limited visibility creates fear instantly. If Whispers in the Fog uses sound design heavily, distant voices, movement in the mist, this could be a tension-driven psychological horror experience. Resident Evil Requiem could mark another evolution for the franchise. After the intense first-person horror of RE7 and Village, fans are wondering what direction this one takes. Will it return to slower survival horror, or push cinematic action further? Either way, expectations are massive. Resident Evil thrives on resource management, strong enemy design, memorable locations, tension-driven pacing. If Requiem combines next-gen visuals with classic survival mechanics, this could easily dominate 2026's horror lineup.
But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others? And it's not post-mortem lividity. I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found.
Through you, Elpis can finally be set free.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Grace! Grace!
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
You there, Leon?
Yeah. Hey, over here. FBI. What are you doing here?
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never. Think I want a second opinion.
While not pure horror, Lords of the Fallen 2 is expected to lean even deeper into dark fantasy dread. The first game already embraced gothic architecture, twisted creatures, and brutal combat. The sequel looks ready to push that atmosphere even further. Imagine towering demonic figures, corrupted landscapes, and grotesque enemy designs that blur the line between fantasy and horror. Combat will likely remain punishing and methodical, meaning every fight feels intense. Every boss feels terrifying. If it improves on the original systems and deepens its dark tone, Lords of the Fallen 2 could easily become one of the most visually haunting action RPGs of 2026.
It's a sin.
Father, forgive me. Wish list now.
Valor Mortis translates to courage in death. That implies brutal combat mixed with dark tone. If it blends horror with intense survival gameplay, it could appeal to fans of darker action horror hybrids.
This isn't war. This is damnation.
If this follows the survival horror roots of the previous entries, Forest 3 could be terrifying. The forest setting is powerful because it removes visibility, safety, control. You're exposed. Add cannibalistic threats, dynamic AI, nighttime survival mechanics, crafting under pressure. If it doubles down on realism and unpredictable enemy behavior, Forest 3 could create some of the most intense survival moments of 2026. Bringing Michael Myers into a modern horror game is a massive opportunity. The key question is, will it be cinematic or survival-driven? If it leans into stalker AI, limited resources, cat and mouse gameplay, unscripted tension, this could be terrifying. The scariest thing about Michael Myers isn't speed, it's inevitability. If the AI captures that feeling of being hunted relentlessly, Halloween could be one of the most stressful horror games in years.
No provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree, it was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Nazralath looks like it's diving into apocalyptic horror. The world appears broken, corrupted, overtaken by dark forces. This feels like a blend of dark fantasy and survival horror. Massive ruined cities, monstrous creatures roaming freely, and an atmosphere soaked in despair. If exploration plays a major role, Nazralath could deliver a deeply immersive world filled with secrets, environmental storytelling, and brutal encounters. The tone suggests hopelessness, and that's always powerful in horror. Retrieval seems like sci-fi survival horror. That usually means isolation, unknown threats, hostile environments. Think claustrophobic corridors, malfunctioning technology, and creatures lurking in the dark. If it captures the tension of being stranded in space or a remote facility, Retrieval could deliver serious Dead Space-style intensity.
Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. The lack of understanding to push what we don't know when something should be left alone.
There's nothing we can do. There is no end. We all want the truth.
Ocean horror strikes again. Ritual Tides appears to mix water-based survival with occult elements. That combination is powerful, because you're dealing with both environmental danger and supernatural threat. If underwater sections are involved, tension could skyrocket. Dark waters, limited visibility, strange shapes moving below. This could be one of the more atmospheric horror titles of 2026.
Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
No, hold on. I've got something to show you. Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Shiver. Sounds cold, brutal, isolated. Snow settings amplify horror because they remove comfort and add vulnerability. Expect harsh environments, survival mechanics, psychological strain, possibly creature horror in frozen landscapes. If Shiver leans into isolation and survival tension, it could become a winter nightmare.
50 degrees below zero stood for a bite of frost that hurt and that must be guarded against. The blood in my body recoils before it. Blood is alive and wants to hide away and cover itself up from the fearful cold. The shivering came more quickly upon me. I was losing my battle with the frost. It was creeping into my body from all sides. A good idea, I thought, to sleep off to death. Freezing was not so bad as people thought. There were worse ways to die. And I was right. There are worse ways to die.
Ontos sounds philosophical, and that could mean psychological horror with deeper themes. The word itself relates to existence, and that hints at identity-based horror or reality distortion mechanics. Expect shifting environments, unreliable narration, surreal visuals, existential dread. If Ontos delivers a mind-bending narrative layered with horror elements, it could stand out as one of the more cerebral horror titles of 2026.
What is existence, really? Surely a question without an answer. Your father thought he knew, and it inspired him to grant wishes.
Who's there? Nightmare. Yes!
That's why all of us are here. You want to understand, to know. Then you have to step beyond the walls surround you. Play your father's game. Push the very limits. Until even reality itself breaks.
The Sinking City 2 could significantly expand on its predecessor. Lovecraftian atmosphere, flooded cities, investigative gameplay. If combat improves and narrative deepens, this sequel could become one of the strongest cosmic horror titles in 2026. The Occultist looks like it may focus heavily on ritualistic horror and investigation. Expect puzzles, dark symbolism, hidden cult activity. If it blends psychological storytelling with tense exploration, it could attract fans of slower, narrative-driven horror. Another Lovecraft-inspired horror, but this one sounds more focused on expedition horror, exploration of ancient ruins, forbidden knowledge, awakening something that should stay buried. If sanity systems return and the game emphasizes cosmic dread over action, the Mound could deliver deeply unsettling horror. Liminal Point taps into a very different kind of horror, the fear of empty spaces. Liminal horror thrives on familiarity turned strange. Long corridors, quiet streets, empty buildings that feel like they should be safe, but aren't. The concept here seems rooted in psychological unease rather than action. Expect subtle sound design, environmental storytelling, and maybe even reality distortion mechanics. Instead of constant threats, the tension builds slowly. You start questioning what's real. You begin noticing small changes, objects moving, lighting shifting, spaces looping unnaturally. This type of horror is powerful because it plays with your mind. If Liminal Point fully embraces that unsettling, dreamlike atmosphere, it could deliver one of the most unique horror experiences of 2026.
I'll be waiting, so come and find me.
Decrepit looks raw, gritty, disturbing. This one feels like it's leaning into body horror, psychological decay, environmental rot. The visuals suggest abandoned spaces and twisted creatures that feel uncomfortably human. The tone seems oppressive, no flashy action, no power fantasy, just you and something wrong in the dark. If it avoids overusing jump scares and instead builds atmosphere, Decrepit could become a cult favorite. Crathos Deep is tapping into one of horror's most powerful fears, the ocean. Deep-sea horror works because it combines darkness, pressure, unknown creatures, claustrophobic environments. This game looks like it's blending cosmic horror with underwater survival. Imagine limited oxygen, strange ancient ruins beneath the sea, something massive moving in the darkness below you. If it nails atmosphere and sound design, Crathos Deep could deliver pure dread.
Of us. Down here, in the dark, freezing waters of the Arctic, we stand united on the brink of human knowledge. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do of the bottom of the sea. caused by liquid imbalance. For the longest time, we thought that the universe revolved around us. You may discover things down here that clash with your view of the world, things you like to dismiss or distance yourself from. If, or rather when, that happens, I must simply urge you to keep an open mind. Just remember, questioning preconceived notions is what science is all about.
Lovecraftian horror is thriving again, and Cthulhu, the Cosmic Abyss, might be one of the most ambitious entries yet. Cosmic horror isn't about jump scares. It's about existential fear. You're not fighting monsters. You're confronting something incomprehensible. Expect sanity mechanics, ancient cults, massive cosmic entities, reality-warping visuals. If the narrative leans heavily into psychological breakdown and moral ambiguity, this could be one of 2026's most haunting experiences.
Welcome to Pit Station, Noah.
What the hell happened here?
Bringing me to where you are.
What
All this.
This is strange. It doesn't feel right.
APHELION looks like it's leaning into isolation horror in a way that feels deeply atmospheric. The name itself suggests distance, the farthest point from the sun, and that theme seems central. Early footage hints at a cold, distant environment where survival feels fragile and hopeless. Expect environmental storytelling, slow burn tension, psychological isolation, minimal UI immersion. This isn't about constant monsters chasing you. It's about feeling small, vulnerable, forgotten. If it executes correctly, APHELION could be one of those horror experiences that sticks with you long after you stop playing.
I lost contact with Dr. Monclair.
Hang on, Thomas. I got this.
Oh, shit.
I'm not alone.
What the hell?
It's stalking me. Crap, no! Oh, no. No. Mission control. Anybody copy? Holy shit. What are you? Mayday! Hold one to mission control! We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Wherever you are, I'll find you.
Playable memory.